everybody, it's Ian the Off-Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Do I have sound? Yes, I do have sound. I should have sound. Hi everyone. What a surprise, right? I was getting ready to work on the Cozy Posy triangle quilt some more, doing my homework, and I figured I have the studio to myself for a little while. I would jump on a live with everybody, say hello, and we're just gonna work and chat, and it's nothing formal, nothing crazy. I just figured I would jump on here and just kind of work and chat with everybody. I also checked to make sure that no one else was live right now, so that way I wasn't bumping anybody else's spot. But I didn't see anybody, so I figured, you know what, why not give everybody a place to hang out and chat with me and chat with you while I get some work done. I do have the day off from work. I took the entire week off of work, thank goodness. Figured it was a good week to take things off and I can work on getting projects done before Thanksgiving. So forgive me, I'm a little distracted at the moment as I am working to set my windows up the way that I want to be able to see everything and see everyone. Katie Crafts is here, Donnell is here. Ooh, that just moved on me. I'm sorry. That is, I apologize for not getting that name correct. Grindelin? I think it's what it is. I apologize if I got that wrong. Brenda's here. Melania's here. Irish Sail Lady's here. Donnell, Kathleen, Paula, thank you guys so much for joining me in this random pop-up. Yes, I can listen while I work. Awesome. Nice surprise. Thank you guys for jumping on with me. Let me do this so that way I can make the chat a little bigger. That's better. I can actually see everything a little better now. Nice surprise, says Donna Armstrong. Thank you for being here, Donna. I appreciate it. Hey, Louise. How are you? All right. So yeah, I'm working on the Cozy Posy triangles. Working on, oh, somebody just, where did my notifications go? Oh, it's under the thing. I totally did not have the alert box in the right place at the moment. And whoever just subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I apologize. I didn't have it in the right place. So there we go. We're going to go over here. We're just going to work. We're just going to work and get some things done. And drink some coffee. I still haven't finished my coffee yet. Kathleen says, joining y'all from PT, I have infrared attached to my back end. Oh my. Thought I would see what you're up to. Well, I hope it goes well, Kathleen. I'm happy you are here as well to catch me live. Thank you guys for being here. So it's funny, last night I was going through the scraps that I had produced, and I realized that these pieces that I cut off, these are rather big pieces, and they are the same size as my I can get a D-sized triangle out of them. So I'm actually going to use the scraps and make some D triangles. So Melina says, I went to charge my phone and whoop, there's Ian. Awesome. Kelly Quilts and Cruises says, hello, my friends. I can chat for a bit before I go to the mall. You can take me to the mall. That's fine. We can go to the mall together. Nora says, I wish I had time to stay and watch. My grandson has the week off of school, and so we are off to a fabric store. Awesome. He's 10, working on a quilt for another grandmother. Oh, that's so sweet, Nora. I love that. Jackie says, good morning from Temple, Arizona. Hello, Temple, Arizona. Technically, it is afternoon here on the East Coast, but yes, good afternoon. How big are these triangles? I don't remember. It is a great use of scraps, absolutely. I'm very happy to be using them. Looks like 6.5-ish. You know, the thing with this quilt is you really can kind of just do whatever. It will need to somewhat line up in the end, but I'm kind of really just being very blasé about just about everything on this one, because it seems like when you put it together, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of times, whoops, I almost like flipped that ruler on me. There's a lot of times when you need to be pretty precise in quilting, and this one just does not seem like one of those times where you need to be super, super precise with it. So I'm not gonna be. There we go. So I do still have this scrap that is going to get used for postcards and stuff, but look at that. I have another triangle to add to the collection. Kathleen says, happy Thanksgiving week, everyone. Thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for all of you as well. Spending time here on my lives with me. I greatly appreciate everybody subscribing and spending time every Sunday with me, and random Mondays when I decide to go live out of the blue. It's very, when I started my YouTube journey, I never knew that I would get where I am. Like, it's pretty awesome. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie Harris is in the house. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is a little weird. I'm working and watching someone that's not me sewing in my beautiful studio. Right, Becca? It does feel a little weird, doesn't it? I bet it does. Thought I would just, jump on and do a little sewing and have a little chit chat with everybody. This one, does this one work? This one's missing a little bit of a corner. It's just barely. I think it's just barely going to work. We'll see. I may get it put into the quilt and realize that it won't. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it and see what happens. I don't know. I can honestly say I've never seen anyone do a live stream from my studio when I'm not at home. That is very true. That is very true. Kelly Quilts and Cruises says, I'm glad to be in this community and wish my American friends and all the best for your turn at Thanksgiving. I love that. Glad someone's putting the studio to use. I'm just very thankful that you let me use your studio. Like, I am so grateful. Speaking of grateful things, I'm grateful for our friendship and allowing me to use the studio while I'm here. Donnell says, Becca, intruder alert, intruder alert. I know, right? Let's see. What else do we have? Everybody's saying hello to Stephanie of Stephanie Harris. I almost wanted to call you Memories of a Long Arm Quilter. You will always be Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. But she has just done a little bit of rebranding, and she's coming out with some really great content. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, make sure to do so, because she's got some really fun things coming up over the next few months that you're going to want to check out for sure. Susan says, hi, Ian. Peeping Becca, love to join you again. Best wishes from the UK. Hello, Susan. Louise says, watched a video on that pumpkin roll. Does your mom's recipe use 3 to 8 ounces package of cream cheese too? That's a lot of sweetness. I actually don't know how much is in it. I think it's an 8-ounce package of cream cheese, if I remember correctly. Because usually they're sold in 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. Oh, that's funny. Stephanie says, as long as it's not the invasion of the body snatchers, a friend working in the studio is fun. And then Melina says, Becca, did you hide the Tula? I think the next quilter that visits the space might be Stephanie Harris. Oh, that'll be fun. Right? I'm on live stream, so she can literally keep an eye on me. And plus, I have plenty of Tula in front of me at the moment. So my Tula satisfaction, is that a word? I am satisfied on Tula right now, so I don't have to worry about, Becca doesn't have to worry about me stealing hers at the moment. For the time being. For the time being. All right. So I can cut one more out of this. Let's see. We got 41 people in here already. Goodness gracious. Last time I looked, there was like 5. So I'm super excited that everyone's jumping in and saying hello. That's pretty awesome. Becca and I are super excited. Becca's been hard at work planning our Friday and Saturday traveling plans. So we're going to be going to several different locations. If you're in her Facebook group, she posted our itinerary, our intended itinerary. We'll have to see like what happens as the day actually plays out. But we're going to be visiting several quilt shops. We're going to be visiting the Quilt Museum. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff during the day, both Friday and Saturday. So make sure to check that out. Head over to Becca's Facebook group. Excuse me. The security cameras need to face the Tula shelf. Head over to Becca's group on Facebook, and she's posted the information for that. Becca, if you want to drop the link, if you're not too busy at the moment. The first time I got notification from Stephanie Harris, I was. You were surprised? I must have missed that part of the conversation. Louise, she definitely is. She definitely is an amazing friend, and I feel very lucky to call her my friend. Oh, gotcha. Katie Krauss was like, "Who is this?" And then she realized that it was, and then I realized it was Sassy Steph. That's funny. Lunch is over, back to work for me. I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday cooking with my daughter, and then rest of the time is for me to quilt. Awesome. That will be a wonderful way to spend those days. Hello. How are you? I wonder if I grab, hold on. I may get up for a second. Excuse me. I'm going to go over here and see if I can grab. I have some scraps. Where did I put them? Here they are. Okay, so I have these scraps. Man, I got myself all situated on my, and yes, I'm still using the donut. And it took myself a moment to get situated as I came in here today, so I might be scooting around a little bit. I'm sorry. All right, so I think what I can do is these are, oh, it's just not quite big enough. It's almost there, but not quite. Maybe these longer ones. Yeah, this one will work. So what I may do a little like weird. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to play. We're going to play and see what happens. Kelly says, I'm going to head out and get my shopping done. See you later. Everyone have a fabulous day around the tubes. Absolutely. Thank you, Kathleen. Listen while I work on the Cotton Cuts mini puzzle mystery quilt for the Christmas table runner. Oh, that's awesome. I saw a couple people post their pictures from today. Looks like Donnell Stitches is going to be going live Saturday morning around 11 Eastern. Wait, if anyone has time Saturday morning around 11 a.m. Eastern time, then come hang out with Amy Dermott and I while we sew and chat on the Bonnie Hunter's mystery quilt. Oh, that sounds fun. Pat Strawhouse is here. Hello. Pat says, hey Ian, it's a beautiful sunny, albeit chilly day here in Muskoka, Ontario. I hope I said that right. There's this. I'm like, where did I put my template at? So in order to do this, I have to like kind of figure out where my middle color is going to land. So it's going to be about there. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm actually going to, no, because I stole your clips, Becca. I stole your clips and I didn't give them back. Well, we're just going to sew that then. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm going to sew that right there. And we're going to put that up, and we're going to move this over, and we're going to go boop, 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 and just sew this up really quick. Pat's in the house, everyone. And then we'll... So I'm going to take this one and just kind of measure what this one is. So it's about right there. Cool. Hey, somebody sent me a message. Looks like it was Becca that sent me a message. Oh, look at that. It looks like I posted in her Facebook group that I am looking for some fabric because I just need, she and I did a 4-patch charm pack kind of challenge thing, and I just need like half a yard of the fabric that I was using, and of course it's a Tula Pink, and of course it's the like out of print one, so we'll have to see what that looks like. Which one do I want to use yet? Do I want to use the yellow? No, I want to use the green. I'm going to put the green on top. Hey Liz, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so many emails. So many emails all at the same time. All right, so we're going to put this up top. I think this will work out. So again, I'm using my, like, one of my triangles to just kind of, oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. It's available on Etsy, but overpriced, and it looks like Quilts in a Day may have some regular priced. Oh, okay, cool. Sent you an email for both links. Check your email when you're offline. I will do that, Becca. Thank you. Isn't it always the case when you like get the perfect project and then you realize that you are just short of what you need to finish the project, and then of course you can't find it because it's a retired pattern or, you know, whatever. It's always the case. Hey Gigi Quilts, welcome in. Oh, the iron died. I mean, it didn't die, it turned off. It didn't die, it just turned off. And I'm not gonna leave the iron over there. I'm gonna bring it back to its cradle so I don't burn down the studio. That was a joke if you joined us a couple of weeks, like a week or two ago. I kept wanting to leave the iron over there instead of putting it back where it belonged. And we joked about burning down Becca's studio, which I'm not going to do. All right, so that looks good right there. Look at that. See, I made a little doohickey out of some scraps. I made a mess of my setup area too. Hi, the Confident Quilter, welcome. Welcome in, hope you're having a great day. We're just doing some sewing. I'm doing my homework that I told everybody I would do. Okay, these are not really worth saving. Ugh, that's hard to do. All right, it's fine. It's fine. There's another triangle done. Did y'all just scream at me through the TV or device that you're watching on? No! Oh, man. I wish YouTube had, like, playlists that I could play while on live where I wouldn't get content ID strike or something. That would be awesome to like play some music with y'all and like jam and all that kind of stuff. Liz says, I can't believe I was fortunate enough to win something yesterday. FYI, my Cajun last name is pronounced Thibodeau. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Thibodeau. Oh, got it. Okay, cool. I saw your name yesterday and I was like, hi. Sorry about that. But I got it right this time. Thibodeau. All right, let's see here. What am I going to do? Do I want to do the pink? I think I will. Yeah, Louise says, no, I toss little pieces like that too. Yeah, it's just, they're just too tiny to do anything with, in my opinion. I know that there are plenty of people who do like crumb quilting. No, sorry. When it's that small, it's just not worth it to me. Just not worth it to me. Becca, I was really worried when I jumped on the sewing machine. I was like, oh, I gotta check her settings and make sure I'm not like gonna mess too many things up. And I realized that you had it set on like 5 or 6 for a basting stitch. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem at all. She'll have to change it anyways. So I wasn't too worried about it. It's like I felt better about it. I'm ready to get these. I don't even know how many of these D triangles I'm going to end up making. One of the things that I need to do this week is I need to lay everything out and see like how big of a quilt I can make with the pieces that I've put together so far. So that will be one of the things that I need to work on this week. Guess who Nancy is here? Hello, everyone. Says, guess who, Nancy? So I have another strip that I can use. And I'm gonna be a rebel, and I'm actually gonna sandwich this blue polka dot in between the pink. What? Using the same color on the same strip? How dare you? So I want to put that right about there. So that means I'm going to put this one. Actually, I may lie. I lied. I am going to put something else on the top, because I want to use up these smaller scraps. So yeah, I'm going to put this one on instead. This one on instead. Okay, where did it need to go? Whoops. Might help if I figure out where this needs to go. Right there. Okay. Whee! There we go. Is anybody already cooking? We talked a little, I think somebody yesterday was already cooking for Thanksgiving. Is anybody else? I know that if you are not in America, that you are like, wait, what? This week is Thanksgiving on Thursday for us here in America. I know Canadians had Thanksgiving earlier. Theirs is around like October, I think. Let's see. Doesn't matter which way it goes. It don't matter. Almost cut that one a little too short, but I got it where it needed to go. That's the important thing. Funny, Ian, I'm doing shopping tonight after work. Excellent. I know that the stores are probably going to be pretty packed with everybody doing their last minute shopping for Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to be helping Becca cooking the things on Thursday. Sounds like the house is going to be very full of lovely people who are going to be eating some lovely food. We're gonna have a good day. I'm excited. I am excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. This is why I don't quit my daytime job. Oh goodness gracious! Because I want to. Woo! Joan says, hi, Ian and everybody in chat. Watching for a few minutes, but need to go and get groceries for Thanksgiving. Hate grocery shopping, but I guess we get hungry sometimes. LOL, happy Thanksgiving. Absolutely, we do get hungry sometimes. We do get hungry sometimes. I do need to go to the store at some point. Tonight, though, I am going to be going with Becca to her Quilt Guild meeting, which I'm super excited about. So I'm gonna show up at her Quilt Guild meeting and check out like her group that she hangs out with, and I'm excited for that. Gigi Quilt said starting to cook tonight. Well, mainly prepping, like cutting vegetables. Absolutely. Catherine is here. Hi, welcome. Welcome, Catherine. Is it Catherine or Kathleen? Help me if I've been pronouncing it wrong this entire time. I'm going to be so upset with myself. Bad Dobby, bad Dobby. we just, Becca and I just watched that movie, so that's why that's in my head right now. Bad Dobby, bad Dobby. Harry Potter must not go to Hogwarts. He is in danger. I am super excited for tomorrow, too, because I'm going to go to the Air and Space Museum tomorrow in DC. That's the one I was hoping to go to and then ended up not being able to because they had sold out of tickets for that day. Let's do this one. Any suggestions on how to peel a winter squash? Asks Louise. I don't know. That is a great question. Let's pose this to the collective that we have here today. Does anybody know how to peel a winter squash? I know when I make spaghetti squash, I will usually make that in my microwave. I'll put it in a dish. I'll cut it in half and then put it in a dish and heat it up in the microwave. But I've never prepared a winter squash, so I don't know. How badly did I mess that one up? Pretty badly. Pretty badly. Let's undo that real quick. I do know the sound that a pumpkin makes when you drop it. Squash! You're welcome. I told that joke over Halloween, over my Halloween broadcasts. So you're welcome for that, by the way. I saw that joke on TikTok and I was like, I'm definitely using that. Definitely going to be using that. Danelle says, one thing I'm grateful for is my mom being sober for nearly a month now from alcohol. She suffered from alcoholism for the past 30 years. Oh, that is such a wonderful thing to be thankful for. And I'm so glad to hear that your mom is being able to, hopefully she was, they always say like the first step is to admit that you have a problem. And I'm glad that she was able to finally get away from the grips of alcoholism. And I hope that that brings so much more happiness to her and to your family in the future. Stephanie says, I'm gonna go into lurk mode. She's got some lion pieces to catch up on. You need to catch up with Becca. Becca's got like so many pieces done already. It's crazy. Crazy. So crazy. She's a crazy girl. Sorry. My friends say that, me and my friend Stephanie, we say that all, when somebody says like, it's crazy or that's crazy or whatever, we're always like, it's crazy, she's such a crazy girl. Way to go, Donnell's mom, absolutely. Ooh, did somebody give you a suggestion? Oh, Vicky says to cook it first. There you go. Do, do, do. Guess who Nancy says, bless your heart, Donnell. Praise God. Absolutely. That is so wonderful. Pat Strawhouse says, when making a butternut squash soup, I bake the butternut squash whole, no piercing, in my Ninja Foodie or oven. Oh, that's cool. Peels easy, scoops out, and then you scoop out the seeds. Awesome. My mother baked acorn squash, cut it in half, poke holes, and put butter in the center. Sounds yummy. Well, let's talk about food already. Food, glorious food. Go right about there, I think. Meow. Do, do, do. What? Oh, Louise is asking what, thanks Pat, what temperature for the oven? Been hospitalized for a week, says Donnell, and finding she has stage 1, that thing of the liver, was enough to scare her. I'm proud of her. That's so good. I'm so glad. That is a medical term, and I am, as we all know, am dyslexic, and so medical terms and dyslexia do not mix at all. I have this thing in my knee, and it's not, when I say it, it's not the right thing. And I know what it sounds like, and I say it like it sounds like to me. But Tracy's here, says, hi, y'all. Just sitting here waiting for the storms to roll in. Be careful today. I think it's today. I did see that back home there was some possibility of some severe storms, so please be careful. If that is the case, Tracy, for you, please be careful today. I have a thing, I have this, it's like a calcium deposit on my kneecap, and it's not called an Osgood slaughter, but that's how I pronounce it because I can't pronounce it correctly. But basically, like there's a calcium deposit on my kneecap, and that's the only way that I know how to pronounce it. It's not slaughter, like I'm gonna slaughter that. No, it's not that, but. Oh, simple term, scar tissue on her liver. Gotcha. Stephanie says, I will be thankful for life and all the family that I have, friends that I have, animals that I care, animals in my care, and even my enemies for keeping me on my grind. Absolutely. That's some really good ones. We always hated brown sugar handed. We always handed brown sugar for acorn squash. So excited to be here today. Hello, Ian and everyone. Hello, Patricia. So good to see you. I'm just sitting here doing my thing. Is that a big enough piece to keep? No. Nope. I'm going to toss it. I'm going to toss it. I'm going to toss it. I'm going to be thankful. Pat Strawhouse says cook at 350 until fork tender, approximately 20 to 30 minutes, depending on size. I have a memory lion that I am procrastinating about because I want to do my very best. Oh, Liz, you're talking about a memory animal. Got it. Was confused for half a second, and then I remembered. So if you're not familiar, like sometimes people will take clothing from someone who has passed and make a memory stuffed animal out of that, and I think that's what she is referring to. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Hey there, quilty people and Ian. Hey there, Susan. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day today. Just doing some more. Do you want to see my face more or do you want to see the desk more? Tell me what y'all want to see more and I can change the camera to fit. Because at the moment, y'all have been staring at the desk and I'm just sitting here working and maybe you actually would rather see my face instead. Let me know. Let me know. I'm supposed to be cleaning the house for our 22 guests for Thanksgiving, but keep procrastinating, hence the reason I'm here. Totally understand. And that is a fair and valid reason to procrastinate. 22 guests, goodness gracious, your house is going to be very full this Thanksgiving. But that's exciting. Boy, Ian, you are great at reading between the lines. I try hard. I try hard. A lot of it, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of it is my dyslexia. Like a lot of times I had to read between the lines of what I was reading to get the understanding of what was being, trying to be said in books and magazine articles and all that kind of stuff because, I was missing words. I wasn't able to get the words. And so I'm sitting there kind of going, wait, what does this mean? I don't understand. And so I had to use context clues and everything else to kind of figure out what was trying to be said, basically. Don't matter which view. Donnell says, don't matter which view. To me, I'm just listening while working. Totally understand. The quilt you're working on is going to be gorgeous. I can't wait to see it completed. You and me both, Liz. I'm super excited about it. Pat, you can put it in some water and bake it, or just, Pat, do you put it in some water and bake it, or do you just plop it in the oven? The squash is enormous, and it may take an hour. I'll go put it on right now. Susan says, yes, but it doesn't stress me out anymore. When there's that many people, no one ever notices the baseboards, right? That is true. That is absolutely true. I always, it was really funny when I was growing up because Mom would do all this cleaning and, get the house ready. And I was like, why? Because, no one's going to notice that cobweb hanging, in the side of the room and all this other stuff because, we were all spending time with each other and that was the most important part, right? So yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Woo! Let's get the chair in the right place. Jean says, hi Ian, I'm surprised to see you today. I know, I surprised myself. I was sitting here all by myself because Becca is hanging out at work today. And so I was like, what if I went live? What if I just went live for a little bit, That's a little bit bigger than what I would toss, so I'm going to throw that over there. Also, Annette is here. Hi, Annette. Welcome. Donnell Stitches says, I completely understand reading comprehension. I struggle to follow patterns and recipes because I struggle to understand what I read. Absolutely, I would have to read paragraphs over and over again to try and understand it. Yes, I understand I have trouble reading and pronouncing words. Gigi Quilt says, unfortunately have to get back to work. I wish I were at home in my sewing room, but alas, I'm stuck here. See you later. See you later, Gigi. Thanks for stopping by. Susan O'Neill says, also, what are you working on? I am currently working on the Cozy Posy Triangle Quilt. This is a sew-along that I've been doing here on my channel for the month of November. The link to the pattern is down in the description below if you want to check it out. And I'm just working on my D triangles from this quilt, so I figured I would jump on live and work on this while hanging out with all of you. And I think it is a good use of my time today. I'm super excited to go to Becca's Quilt Guild tonight. That is going to be so incredibly exciting. I'm excited to meet the other Quilt Guild members that she visits and hangs out with. And I'm also excited, ooh, that didn't do very well. I'm also excited because I get to show off my Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt, Village Green. I get to show that one off to everyone tonight. So it's gonna be a good evening. Pat says, just plop the butternut squash in or on a pan in the oven, the Ninja Foodie, and in the Ninja Foodie, I place it on 2 parchment baskets on the rack. So Terry is here and says, hi Ian, I worked on this quilt last night, finally figured out the 60-degree angle, fixed a bunch of blocks, LOL, that ruler you have is a mighty handy. It is very helpful. The 60-degree can get kind of interesting. So yeah, I totally understand that. And actually these are big enough that I can use them at the top. Auntie J, no, Annette, wow, Auntie, where did that come from? Jeez, Ian. Annette says, preparing handmade cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving. That's awesome. I love that. Donnell says, that sounds like so much fun. I've never been to a quilt guild before. It is a lot of fun. I love my quilt guild back home. They had a meeting at one of the Beetlejuice is looking in at me. He's like, open the door, Ian. Open the door. Open the pod bay door. Open the pod bay doors. How? Anyways, yeah, so my quilt guild had a meeting and I tried to log in to watch it, but they were just putting kits together. There was no like official meeting to attend. So Jean says, I'm dyslexic too. I'm dyslexic also, and I have more trouble with numbers than I do letters. If I get someone to read it to me, I'm fine, but if I have to read it, I can't do it. And it was that way as a child too. Absolutely. I am exactly. I as a kid, I would do much better if someone read me all the things. In fact, I actually, when I would have to do like standardized testing for school and all that kind of stuff, they would get me the large print. So my test, instead of a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, mine was like, I don't even know how big it was, but it was like much bigger because for some reason, bigger words, like print wise, it would help with the dyslexia. So I don't know. It's weird. Let's see. Hi from Tallahassee, Florida, says Grace. First time catching you live. I enjoy watching your videos and love your work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How do you find a guild? How do you find a quilt guild locally? Donnell, you can search. Usually Google is your best friend. You can also, I think if you're into modern quilting, I think the Modern Quilt Guild has a list and registry of modern quilt guilds across the country as well. So you can check there if you're interested in modern quilting. But a lot of communities have just regular quilt guilds that are not necessarily focused on modern. Google is your best friend, type in quilt guild, and usually it'll pop up one near you. Jean asks, how are you feeling today? I'm feeling okay. My butt still hurts. I never thought I would say that, but yep, there we are. My butt still hurts. I'm sitting on the donut. I'm having to shift it a little bit because it's not exactly in the right place at the moment. So if you see me shifting a lot, that's why. And I apologize for that. Thank you. Louise says, thank you both for your help, Vicky and Pat. I'm preheating the oven now. You'll have to tell us how it turned out, Louise. Hey, Teresa. Teresa from iQuilt2 is here. Hey, how you doing? I am still at Becca's. I am still at Becca's. I am hanging out in her sewing room and doing some sewing. Let's see, this one I think will fit there. Yeah, I have plenty of room there. So I'm going to do that one. And then what am I going to put on the top? I think I'm going to put, some blue stripes. I like the blue stripes. We're going to do blue stripes. It kind of looks like a cake. Does everybody see the like cake formation right there? Kind of love the cake. Ooh, boy. Guys, don't fall on your tailbone. It's not fun. It is not fun. And no, for the record, Becca did not push me. I did this all on my lonesome. She wasn't even at the house when it happened. And no, I'm not going to file on her insurance either. It's fine. It's just my sheer stupid clumsiness that it happened. It is feeling a little better. It's not as sore as I'm getting up and down. So it is getting better. It's just going to take time. It was the same when my rib sprained. It just takes time for it to heal, and you sit on your butt all day, and that's what happens. It hurts. Becky says, hello, everyone. Ian, if you decide to move, will you look for an apartment or maybe a house? I probably will have to find an apartment. Being a single income, I don't think I can afford a house, especially in the market that there is today. I don't see that happening. So at some point, my goal is to be a dinkwad. And if you don't know what a dinkwad is, it is double income, no kids with a dog. So at some point, I would like to become a dinkwad. But for now, I'm single income. So, yep. Double income would be great, but means I would have to find a partner. And the prospect of that at the moment is not so great. Not so great. Oh boy. Jean says, talking about gills, I think she meant guilds. Do you like the modern better than a traditional? So I typically, when I'm creating, as you can tell, I typically will go with a more modern style. So bright colors, asymmetry, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I forgot there is another guild meeting tonight. I have a virtual guild that I attend, and their meeting is tonight. I just got the email. I'm glad that they email us that because I would have forgotten. But I'm not going to that one today anyway, so it doesn't matter all that much. But so going back to the guild question, I don't know. It's really up to personal taste. Like so there are at least 8 quilt guilds in my part of North Texas. I think there's actually more than that, but there are 8 that participate in a show. They all go in together and put on a quilt guild show together. I knew that didn't cut. So our show is not just modern. It has a modern category, but there are a lot of different styles of quilts in that show, and so I tend to like the more modern quilts, and so the traditional ones, nothing. I'm not knocking them. There's nothing wrong with a traditional quilt at all. It's just not my taste. So. Or have 2 jobs, right, Nancy? Yep. Yep. Louise says, Ian, I never heard of that term before. Yep. Dinkwad. Becca says, if dinkwad is double income, no kids with dogs, then I guess I'm a dinkwad, double income with kids with a dog. Yep, I think you are. I think dink sounds better, yeah. Teresa says, dinkwad, ha 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 ha. When I was growing up, that meant something different. Yeah, it sure did. Are rents cheaper near Becca than your current apartment? No, they are slightly more expensive. Not too much more expensive, but they're a little more expensive. And especially as you get closer to DC. Fran says, hi Ian, watching you during my break. Hello, Fran, welcome. I don't know. Oh, it hurts to throw that away, but it's so small it doesn't need, like, can't use it. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah. Yeah, Dinkwad. I use that a lot, and people are always like, huh? Like, double income, no kids, and a dog. Right? Yep, Jackie. Things have changed. Things have changed. Yeah, that meant something completely different for a while, but now it is something that I aspire to. Kate says, my travel agency specializes in dinks and sinks. Okay, I know what dinks are. What are sinks? Single income, no kids? Donnell says, I'm a triple income with kids, with dogs and cats and birds. Guess who Nancy says that housing is crazy these days, and it really is. It really, really is. It is very crazy. It is hard to find. Like, I looked into housing, like, to get a house, and I can't. There's no way I can afford it. There's just no way. And, you know, everyone's always like, oh, you're throwing your money away by renting. And I'm like, I totally agree with that. But I can't afford to buy a house right now. There's just no possibility of that. So it is what it is. Single income, no kids. Got it. Thanks, Kate. Agnes says, hi, Teresa. I don't know why I said it like that. Agnes. Agnes. Ian, you're weird. I know. You're welcome. I crack myself up, and that's half the battle. Okay, then what's married, retired, kids grown and gone, died, dog died recently? I don't know. Married, retired. Fuddy Duddy? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Only kidding. Single income, no kids, retired. There you go. A snirk. Sneer. Sneer. We'll go with that. This is the quality entertainment you signed up for today, right? Like, this is exactly what you signed up for today, right? Totally. Hi, Carissa. Hope you're having a great day. I know my husband built some homes here for the low 30K, and now they are going for over 100K. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of expensive out there. I kind of stopped looking for a while. I kind of stopped. I basically, like, for a little while, I looked for a home and was like, okay, you know, but then I realized I'm going to be moving out of Texas anyways, and it would be such a hassle to, like, buy a house and then have to put it back on the market and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, you know what? We're not doing that anymore. We are just going to wait, and, you know, once I move out of Texas, maybe I'll look again, but for now, it's just, we're just not. We're just not. Just buy a camp trailer and park it at Becca's. I did for a while there in my previous job, not my current job. Not my current job. I want to make that distinctively clear. Not my current job, but at my previous job, I was very unhappy, and it was getting to the point that I was so unhappy where I thought about, like, quitting my job and getting a trailer or like a Winnebago van or something like that, and just going across the country sewing in different places. Obviously, that did not happen, and I'm internally grateful for landing the job that I did get. But for a hot minute there, that was starting to look a little more appealing than the job I was in. Cheryl says, having a house is stressful. Maintenance can be a nightmare these days. And that is very true. I watched my mom go through a lot of that when she was in her home, when I was living with her, watching her go through that, like having a leak in the roof, and, you know, all the things that go along with home ownership. It can be a lot, for sure. Sue Allen is in the house. Everybody give Sue Allen a wave. Sue Allen is a channel member. She helps support my channel and helps me do what I do here on YouTube. So I got to shout her out and say hello. Also, please send some love in Sue Allen's direction. She lost her husband recently as well. So please send her some love and support. And yeah. But I'm thankful that she is here hanging out with us today. Anna says, I live 60 to 90 minutes from DC, and it's so nice to be so close yet so far. Absolutely. I could totally understand that feeling. I need to flip this around. We're going to flip this around. Absolutely, Sue Allen. Thank you for being a channel member. Means the world to me. Ian, what are you working on? I am working on the Cozy Posy Triangle Quilt. This is a quilt pattern that I found online and am working to piece it together during the month of November. If you're interested in taking a look at the pattern, make sure to head down into the description box. I have all the information listed there and the link to the quilt pattern. I'm going to shift some more. I apologize, everyone. I'm going to shift a little bit because this pillow, oh boy, is in the wrong place at the moment. And I did so well yesterday, like sitting here on live, it worked out perfectly. See, I do, let's go to, see, I do have a donut here. Look, I'm Lady Gaga from the Music Awards. You're welcome, everybody. Yep, my butt was there. You're welcome. You are welcome. See, I told you this is the quality entertainment you wanted today, right? Cheryl, you are so, Janine says, Cheryl, you are so right. We had to fix our chimney, $5,000. Thank goodness we can do it. Absolutely. Yeah. There's watching Mom and all of the things that happened to her house and like how much it would cost her. It's pretty pricey. Pretty pricey. I like that layout better. I think I'm going to go with that. Sue, I apologize. I just realized that I just called out your business in front of everyone. I do apologize for that. But I wanted, I apologize. I shouldn't have just said that business out everywhere for everyone to hear. So I apologize for that. But I did want to send my sympathies in your direction and heartfelt condolences. Becky, so it worked yesterday. Like it felt pretty good. In fact, yesterday after I got off live, I was like, wow, my tailbone doesn't hurt. So I had it right yesterday. It just has to be in like a certain spot, I guess. I don't know. It feels better at the moment, so that's good. Sue says, I have missed out on so much. Well, Kind of been a little busy, Sue. It's understandable. Donnell says, Ian, I was not paying attention and looked at my screen to see your donut around your face. You're such a goofball, I know. I am such a goofball. But it really did remind me, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but like one time Lady Gaga was on a music awards show and she had like this square, white square, and all you could see was like this part of her face. And I'm like, this is like Lady Gaga. Everybody's like, Ian is so weird. You're welcome. You're welcome for my weirdness. Fluff up the pillow a little. I did. I moved it around a little bit and tried to make it feel a little better. And it does. It does feel a little better. But you will probably still see me shifting around a little bit as I try to. Ooh, that feels much better. Okay, I think I found the spot. I think I found the spot where it belongs. Akumu's looking at me through the door going, Ian, open the door for me. No, thanks. No, thanks. All right. We're going to put this triangle here. Whoops. Let's get this seam where it needs to go. There we go. And then we're going to iron this out. And I'll show everybody the triangle that I just made. I love this pattern, I think. I'll let you know when the final quilt comes together whether or not I actually do like this pattern or not. But I think overall, I think this pattern is pretty cool. And mainly in the fact that it can be any direction you like. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. So there's another D triangle. I'm going to put it down here below me. And Ian, we're all friends. It's true. It's true. Do y'all want to see the... I worked on this during Becca's live when we were doing the 4-patch. Ooh, I almost just bit the dust over here. I tripped over the floor mat. So y'all saw this on Becca's live when I started working on the 4 patches with her. And actually, this was the fabric that I talked about earlier. I need some more of. Whoops. Let's get the chair out of the way, shall we? There we go. So it's not done. I still want to get some more of the sprinkles. There's sprinkle fabric from Tula Pink, and I want to get some more of it. But this is what it's looking like so far. I kind of love that. It's got some black grunge in it. It's got that gray kind of sprinkle fabric. That's the fabric right there that I'm looking for, that I need to get some more of. I just need like a half yard, and I think I'll have enough to frame it out. So I'm gonna try and find some more of that gray sprinkle fabric to go all the way around, and then I'm gonna put a border on it. And I think I'm gonna do the black grunge as the outside borders. So it's like a lap size quilt. It's not a full size quilt by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it looks pretty cool. And I can't wait to see if I can find some more of that fabric. Candy says sometimes sitting for lengthy periods of time is like driving a vehicle for too long. It's just no way to get comfy. Absolutely, yeah. Candy says so far it's looking quite fun. Beautiful, love it. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, I like it a lot. I like it. I love it. Gorgeous colors, pretty. Grunge is always a good idea. That looks really cool, Ian. Love the color. Love it, Ian. Colors are wonderful. I really like that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. I like it too. I think it's coming out really good. I just need to find some more of that sprinkle fabric. As soon as I find some more of that sprinkle fabric, I think I will be a lot happier. Ooh, 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 let's do a thing. Y'all want to do a thing? We're going to do a thing. I'm going to go this way, this way, this way. Oh, I can't do a thing. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. So I think I want to go, no, I'm going to, all the things. I'm going to mix up all the things. That's gorgeous. There's just something about black and gray and bright colors. I know, Louise, there is something about, like, it really, yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. I don't like that because it's got the blue polka dots in it. Love the colors. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's something more like this. Yeah. I like that. I like them big. I like them chunky. Just kidding. And then we'll do that one. Yeah, let's do that. Uh-oh, guess who Nancy says? Grr, my phone decided to update. Grr. Grr indeed. But yeah, I'm hoping either while shopping with Becca that I'll either be able to find that tulip pink fabric in one of the shops, or she sent me some links for that, she found that fabric on Etsy. So I'm going to give it a look-see and see if I can order it without spending an arm and a leg. That's the worst, is when a fabric goes out of print and you have to spend way more than you know that fabric was worth when it was first released. And you're like, gosh darn it, why couldn't I just have a little bit more? And it's so dumb too. Honestly, I don't even think I need the full half yard. I want to get a half yard just to be safe. But I don't even think I need the half yard. I think I just need like a couple more strips of it. Candy says, I like it loud, obviously, because I'm like, grab those blue striped ones and throw them in there. Absolutely. I'm like going through all these, trying to figure out what I want to do and where I want to do them. Teresa says, gotta go. Take care. See you later. See you later, Teresa. Thanks for stopping by. Krissa, a 3D quilt like that would be gorgeous. I agree. 3D quilts are always pretty fun. When the phone updates, it can really mess you up for a while. That is very true. Especially when it does it unexpectedly and you're like, but I'm doing things. Like, leave me alone. I'm trying to do things. Carissa says, go to Tulip Pink's I Heart Tulip Pink, Ian. Everyone on there is very willing to sell out of print stuff. Okay, I'll check that out too if I don't end up finding it where I'm looking. I will definitely check that out. Yeah, I Heart Tulip Pink is probably a good place for me to go. Look at that. Another triangle done. See, look at that. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I don't know how many of these triangles I need. I have 3 done so far. Need to do some more. Oops, bye, Teresa. So let's see. Ian, did Becca show you how to wind a bobbin on that machine? Yes, I do know how to wind a bobbin on this machine. She had to show me how to do it the first day because I was like, I don't understand what's happening. And then she showed me, and I'm like, oh, I get it. So yes, she did show me how to wind a bobbin if I end up running out. I need to go. It was good seeing you today. Have fun sewing. Thank you, Janine. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Now you made me nervous about the bobbin running out. I'm like, wait, is my bobbin gonna run out soon? We'll have to see. We'll see how far I get. I think your quilt top is going to be really cool to look at, Ian. I am hoping so, Kate. So I am hoping so too, Katie. I'm very excited to see what it looks like when it's all said and done. But I think it's going to be pretty neat. We'll just have to wait and see how it all comes together. That's one of the things that I need to do this week is I need to start planning how the quilt comes together. And get kind of like a tally on how many pieces do I have, how many more do I need, all that kind of stuff. Agnes asks, how do you like working on the Juki, Ian? I prefer my Bernina, not gonna lie. I prefer my Bernina, but that being said, I have enjoyed working on the Juki. It's taken me a little while. I've sewn on it before in small little segments. I've never had like a long stint with the Juki. And so this is the first time I'm really having the opportunity to sit and do a longer session or sessions on the Juki. And I like it. I think if I didn't already have my Bernina, I might look at it. But there are still some things that I like better about my Bernina, mostly like the computer features and the warnings of when your bobbin is going to be running out. So I think overall I like it, but I still prefer my Bernina. And I think I made a very good choice in going with my Bernina. I have noticed that I now understand how Tiffany and Becca fly on this machine. Like you can go so fast on this machine. It is crazy how fast you can go. And you just barely put your foot on the pedal and it's like flying. So, yep. Judy says, are you going to try and long arm again while at Becca's? So I don't know if I'm going to have time to work on Margot. I might be running out of time in order to work on Margot. So Margot is being unstitched, unquilted right now still. So there's that. But I think, I don't know. I don't know. I definitely, there's a whole bunch of quilts still sitting on the wall that Becca has that are needing to be quilted. And I might, still jump on getting one done while I'm here. But I don't think it's going to be Margot. I think Margot is, I think I'm kind of done with Margot for here, but we'll see. Carissa says, I have a Bernina, but since I very gotten my Juki, haven't used it. Going on 4 years, the throat space is way bigger on the Juki. It is bigger on the Juki, although I feel like with my 770, my Bernina 770, I feel that this throat space is pretty similar. Why do you have one piece of the triangle turned differently from the other two? So whenever you're working on putting the triangles together, you kind of mishmash them around. You kind of mix them up in different orders, in different ways, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Is kind of putting them in to different alignments. And I'm just playing too. Are you wanting to practice more before you mess with Margot? Not necessarily. I want to, with Margot, I really want that to be an award-winning quilt. And so I'm really trying hard to make sure that everything is working at optimal efficiency, basically. And so with that, I'm kind of making sure that everything's going to be like perfect. And I also don't know how long it's going to take me to finish Margot if I was to put it back on the long arm again. And I don't want to like have to rip it off of Becca's long arm halfway done and take it back with me when it happens. So my Bernina is only a 5x7, so it's tiny. That makes sense. Good afternoon, Katrina. Krissa, which Bernina do you have? Candy, I see, I get that. Becca says that she is going to a meeting and she'll be back later. See you later, Becca. I think I want to take that one out. Yeah, I kind of like that better. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, I really want to make sure that I haven't decided if I'm going to get it done here or not, basically. I haven't decided if I'm going to get it done here. I may, since I'm running out of time, I may take it back with me and talk to my long armor about it. And I don't want her to do it because I really want to do it myself. I want to have that project start to finish done by me. But she can definitely give me tips and stuff as I'm working on it, and I can rent time on her long arm machine to do it. So I'm thinking, because of how much time I have left, I may pack it away and take it home with me and then take it to my quilter and work on it on her quilter, on her machine. Right. Becky says, Annette says, I have to go. See you later. Becky says, oh my, you might have to stay longer just to get the quilts done. Absolutely. Wouldn't that be fun? And then the Awkward Quilter says, it's been forever since I've been able to catch you live. I have been lurking for a while at work. Well, I'm so glad to see you again. I had been wondering where you are. I see you popping up in other places. I see you on when you're doing your shopping over on the why do I want to call them the guys who sew? That is not, that's not them. Why am I blanking on their name right now? I can't think of their name. Why am I not able to think of their name? It's just like their name went poof, gone. They're based out of Las Vegas, and I can't remember their name. Somebody's going to say it, and I'm going to be like, yes, that's the one. And I don't know why I can't think of their name right now. But yeah, I've seen you. I've seen you in their chat. I've seen you. Hi, just saw what was going on. I will have to rewind. Thanks. No worries. Lisa says, finally get to catch you live. Hi, Ian. Hello. So yeah, thank you. So yeah. Don't know why I blanked on their name, but I did. Blanked on their name completely. I kept wanting to be like, the guys who sew. And I'm like, nope, that's not it. That's not their name. Put that back on its base, please. Thank you. Yep, so yeah, that's what I meant. There we go. There's another triangle. That one's pretty cool. We got like, woo, all over the place. I love it. I love it. Karen says you could start on it, but make sure that you baste it. That means really long stitches, maybe 2 per inch every 4 to 6 inches. Absolutely. I could do that. I also, I really don't want to like start it and then have to fold it, because that always changes how the fabric lays when you unfold it out. So Katrina says, I blank on everything. Welcome to my world. It happens it happens far too frequently. And I'm like, oh, I forgot their name. All right, we're starting to run out of triangles, but we're going to put another one together. That would be kind of cool. But I'm not going to do that. Oh, Awkward Quilter, thank you so much. Awkward Quilter just sent a super chat. That's the name. I watch your replays on TV. You're just as entertaining as the boys. I was totally kidding about that. I appreciate it, though. Thank you very much for that super chat. Stephanie, sassy, has got to run. Chat with you later. Love you. Love you, too. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. See, I keep putting these triangles upside down. I keep building them upside down. I don't know why. There we go. Do, do, do. Boo, 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 ba-doo, boo, boo. Blue's good, dude. So can you. Taking you to the sewing room. Awesome. Not sewing today, but having a massive put things away party for one. Lisa says, listening to you while I worked from home. Watched Sunday this morning. What was the name of the quilt shop that you talked about in upstate New York? Something about baking and quilting in the same shop. We didn't talk about that I remember. We didn't talk about quilting and baking in the same shop that I remember. I could be completely wrong. But there was somebody in the chat yesterday. It was Queen's Pastry, and I can't remember the rest of her name, but she is a pastry chef, but she also quilts. It is a channel, and where's my phone? Let me see if I can find her on Facebook real quick, because I looked for it. Yeah, I looked for her yesterday. Pastry Queen's Farm Adventures. She's on Facebook. She also has a YouTube channel if you want to check her out. Pastry Queen's Farm Adventures is the name of her channel. And she was talking about doing some pastry baking yesterday, and I'm all about the pastries. All about the pastries. Do I want to switch these? What if I did this? Yeah, I like it. We'll do that. We'll do that. Tomorrow I've got to get up a little early, not like super early, but I'm going to get up a little early. I'm going to take the metro into DC. I wonder if it's going to rain tomorrow. Is it going to rain here tomorrow?
It sure looks like it's going to rain.
Ruh-roh. Looks like it's going to rain tomorrow. So tomorrow maybe a soggy adventures in DC. I'm going to take the metro in and go to the Air and Space Museum, hopefully. I did get tickets this time, so that's a good thing. But I'm going to go explore the Air and Space Museum, and hopefully it will not be a complete washout, but I may have soggy shoes by the end of the adventure. We'll find out. You're welcome, Lisa. You are welcome. Put that like that, I guess. Sure, why not? That's the best thing about this quilt. It does not have to line up. It can be all over the place. Snowing lots here, says Sylvia. Where is here? I forget. Tracy says, take an umbrella. You bet. I will be. Oh no, Louise said, I wrote down the name of the French pastry shop that was next door to a quilt shop, but I spilled water on the pad and had to toss it. Oh no. Lily says there's a massive nor'eastern predicted for East Coast Tuesday into Wednesday. I'm in NYC and got the official Office of Emergency Alert. Oh boy. I was actually thinking about going up to New York. Becca has told me that there is a train that runs from here up to New York. And I was thinking about taking that train to New York tomorrow, but I saw that it was going to be raining. I didn't know it was going to be a nor'eastern, but I saw it was going to be raining and figured that probably would not be the best of ideas. And so I decided to skip New York, at least for this trip, and maybe do it again in the future. Southeast Alaska. Got it. Okay, that's right. I had forgotten you're in Alaska. Y'all, I just tried to pick up my coffee cup to iron this out. I don't think so. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Yeah, I literally just almost went like boop, 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 boop. That don't work. I'm out of coffee too. Out of coffee. Need more coffee. All right, so there's our completed triangle, and there's a puppy looking in at me. Beetlejuice, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's dancing at the door. That's what he's doing. Got to go. Have a meeting in a few. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving with Becca, friends, family, and friends. We'll catch the replay a little later. Thank you so much, Awkward Quilter, for your super chat today. I really do appreciate your support to the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and see you hopefully again soon. Candy says that's totally something I would do. I know. It's something I would do all the time. All right, I'm gonna stand up for a moment. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This donut is helping, but I keep shifting it and just need to find the right place. I'm gonna do a lap of the room. I'm gonna do a lap of the room. Do, 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 do. Look at me doing, oh, you can't see me because I'm over here doing a lap of the room. Hi, everyone. Hello. God, if you weren't looking at the screen at that moment and then looked back and just saw a gigantic eye in the corner there, yeah. Oh boy. Lily says, don't come tomorrow, but this weekend is supposed to be beautiful. I'm happy to play tour guide. There's a new quilt shop that just opened blocks away from the Amtrak station. Ooh, that might be fun. Well, Saturday, so Friday, Becca and I are going to go quilt shop hopping. We're also going to go to the Quilt Museum. Saturday, we're going to go quilt shop hopping again, this time with Mary. That whole agenda that Becca has planned out for us is over in her Facebook group. If you want to check out and see where we're going to be, if you happen to be around those areas, feel free to join us. Timetables may change a little bit, but we have estimated times posted in her group. And then Sunday I have my live. So probably won't be this weekend, but no. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it this time, but maybe next time, Lily. Yes, Candy. So funny that you mentioned that. Candy says painting while drinking coffee can be fun. It makes for colorful coffee. So if you haven't ever checked out the Art Sherpa, she does beginning acrylic painting lessons. She's amazing. She's a friend of mine. Love her to death. Go check out her channel. She's amazing. But a lot of people in her groups complain about accidentally putting their paint brushes into their coffee cups. So literally, like, people have bought coffee cups that say not paint water in big letters so they can remember that that's not paint water. Let's see. Katrina says, were you the model for the Iris quilt? She's talking about the block of the month from Legit Kits, which, by the way, if you're interested in joining the Legit Kits Iris, make sure to do that soon and use Ian Iris as your affiliate code. That does give me a small commission at no cost to you. Not that I know of. Mike did not tell me that I was the model for the Iris quilt, but I definitely noticed that my eyes are a very similar shade of blue to what he put out there. So Candy says, I obviously need that cup. Dragonfly is for Donna is here. Hello. Vera, thank you, got it. Vera says, I missed it. Did you fall down the stairs at Becca's again? No, I only fell the one time, but I definitely did more damage than I thought I did. So it is more than what I initially thought when I initially fell down the stairs. So I'm just nursing it. It's funny, I mentioned this on my live yesterday. I had an appointment pre-scheduled before I even left Dallas-Fort Worth to visit with my doctor. I have to get doctor's visits every 3 months. And so I did a televisit with him, and I said, "Hey, so tailbones, how do I heal those?" And he's like, "What did you do?" I told him I fell down the stairs, and he's like, "Well, no matter if you bruised it, sprained it, or broke it, there's not much that you can do other than just, get a donut and try to stay off of it and all that. No matter what you do to it, there's nothing that can be done other than just rest and trying to make sure to nurse it and whatnot." So, several people have said, "You need to go get an x-ray, see if you broke it." It doesn't matter even if I did break it, there's no difference in what I need to do to help keep it going. So Susan O'Neill Smith just sent a super chat that says, "Thanks for spreading happiness, Ian. Going to listen while I clean. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone." Thank you so much, Susan, for your very first super chat. I assume here on YouTube. I don't know. I know it's definitely here on my channel, but I think it may be because it's giving me notifications saying celebrate the first super chat from Susan. So thank you, Susan. Greatly appreciate it. I'm thankful for all of you out there in the YouTube land, allowing me to do what I love to do in my free time and spending the time with me when I get goofy and crazy. So thank you very much for that. Lisa says, "Thought of you, saw an infomercial for a stair slide that goes over existing steps. I can see you enjoy." Yeah, I could probably use that. Lily says, "Wait, what? You fell down the stairs again?" I did fall down the stairs here. I fell down the stairs the first time I was here, and I did fall down the stairs this trip as well. It was way worse this time than I thought. So yeah. Yeah, just time. That's all it takes is it's time. So I fell down to the bottom of the basement stairs and couldn't sit square for a month. I feel your pain is probably going to be a month, to be completely honest with you. How would the doctors put a cast on your tailbone? Exactly, Becky. There's no way to put a cast on it. It just heals on its own, which is stupid. Katrina says, Epsom salts soaks may help. Ooh, that's a good idea. I need to get on Amazon and get some Epsom salts. That's a really good idea. Carissa says, I fell down on ice. I fell down on ice down the stairs when I was 8 months pregnant, and it was, ooh, ow. And I thought mine was bad, being 8 months pregnant. Goodness gracious. Dragonflies for Donna says, Ian broke my tailbone as a kid. Sucker was crooked, yeah, crooked and couldn't sit. Goodness gracious. Gotta run, says Sue Ellen. Thank you, Ian, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. I hope it's surrounded by loved ones and lots of yummy food. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. Vera says, oh no, I've pinched nerves in my back right now and can barely even walk. I'm sitting and cutting fabric for a couple of patterns. Excellent. Let's see. How long have I been on? I've been on for about an hour and 30. We're going to keep going for a little bit longer. I think I can make a couple more of triangles, and then I think I might call it a day here on the live, but I think we'll make a little bit more. Kind of got distracted there for a minute looking at all the chats and everything. Doc had to break my mom's tailbone when my brother was born, and he was 26 inches long. Goodness gracious. I will say, if it does not get better in a time that I feel is reasonable, I will be, taking the proper measures to see if there might be something going on that needs to be fixed. But for the time being, there's just not a lot I can do. Jonna says, Ian, you need to make a sewing area where you can lay down flat. It is true. It is true. It's so funny because I'm so incredibly clumsy. I had a work conference before I came here to Becca's, and my coworkers, because we all work remotely, they don't see me on a day-to-day basis, right? So like they don't know how clumsy I am. And it was funny because one of my coworkers, I told them that I fell down the stairs, and they were like, I saw you fall like 3 times while at the conference. And I'm like, yeah, that was that's par for the course, unfortunately. Becky says, daughter broke her tailbone during the first delivery and she sat crooked for a while. Yep. Vera says, heating pads help too. Yeah, I can imagine. I've been taking hot baths. That's been very helpful as well. Hot baths are wonderful. I like to take baths anyways, and then it's just made it even more so. Let's do these dots. And make a layered cake, it looks like. S. Taylor is here. Hi, S. Taylor. It's so funny, S. Taylor, because one of my coworkers, her last name is also Taylor, but her first name starts with a J. And so every time I see her name pop up, I think like immediately like, oh, hey, is this you, coworker? But it's not, I know. Only tailbone problem that is treatable is a dislocation. My son-in-law refused treatment when he found out what it was. Yeah. You gotta wrap that tush in bubble wrap, pretty much. Pretty much. Shall we give you my nickname? It's Grace, because I have none. So that name is the only way I get any. Absolutely. My mom used to joke. She used to say, like, your middle name should have been Grace. I'm like, yep. It should have been. Hi, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is at the door wanting in. I know. I see you. I see you, Mr. Beetlejuice. There we go. All right. Another triangle done. Tammy says, never broke my tailbone, but did break 2 toes on the same foot and never knew how much I used my toes until it happened. You don't know how much you use your tailbone until you hurt it. Let me see. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna see what happens. Everybody, come here, you. Come here. No, not you. Come here. Ah! Go that way. Aha! Aha! Look who I have! Look who I have right here. Ha! It's Beetlejuice! Say hi, Beetlejuice! No, the camera's over there. Camera's right there. Look there. Look there. We got a Beetlejuice. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everyone. Judy says, we'll let him in. I did. Here's a Beetlejuice right here. Let's see. Tracy says, I could give you my daughter's nickname of Boo Boo. Probably could use it, to be honest. To be honest. Hi, puppers. You want to say hi to everybody? Hi, puppy. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. He's like, oh. Pat says, my late partner called me Grace on many occasions. Absolutely. I'm going to put Beetlejuice back out, but I thought he would want to say hi to everybody. There we go. Akumu's like, but I want in. Tammy says, oh, my heart, I love the fur babies. Beetlejuice is pretty sweet. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice! I used to say my mother and I were we're coordinated. There we go. Got it. Took me a moment. Coordinated like a three-legged duck, we would stumble over air. I have literally fallen, not fallen, but I was leaning up against a concrete post and I like fell over, started to fall over on a, like, while leaning on a concrete post. So go figure that one. Okay, so I have three. Let's make one more of that, shall we? Which Tula are you looking for? I am willing to look for you. It is the hold on. I gotta find it. Let's not sit that way, thanks. Oops. Trying not to show all my business on camera. There it is. It is the Tula Pink homemade seed stitch. And basically, oh, I have the, oh, you weren't even on the overhead, so you wouldn't have known. Basically, it's the gray version that looks like this. It's like rainbow sprinkles, basically. So if you end up having that, let me know. I'm definitely willing to pay, so don't worry about that. Ugh. All right. What do I want to do for the next one? Do I have a stripe somewhere in here? Wah! I just threw it on the floor. Would love it if I had a stripe, but I don't. No stripey stripes. I pretty much just have like polka dots left. Yeah, we'll do a polka dot. We'll do a polka dot. I'm gonna throw all this over there for now. I think this is going to be the last one that I work on today. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, Tracy. I'm going to be checking out the shops that we go to. I'm hoping maybe one of the shops will have it, so we will see. That was kind of like my hope, is that one of the shops will have it. Excuse me, guys. There are 108 viewers right now. Thank you guys so much for spending your time here on a Monday. Unusual day for me to go live, I know. But I figured, you know, it's a good day to go live since I have the time. And I'm just literally sitting here sewing. After I jump off live, I think I am going to grab some lunch. Karen says, Ian, try Under the Rainbow in state of Washington. All right, I'll give that a try. Give that a try as well. Ultimately, I really am hoping that like one of the shops ends up having it. But if not, I just don't want to, like, I was on Etsy last night and like one of the Etsy shops had it, but for a half yard, they wanted 20 or 40, no, it was $40. They wanted like $40 for that fabric. And I was like, no, I'm not spending $40 on half a yard of fabric. I understand that it's out of print. I get that. But like, I don't need to spend $40, you know, I can figure out something else instead. You know? Karen says it is a quilt shop. I figured it was probably a quilt shop that you were referring to. I definitely want to check it out when I'm back in Washington at some point. I haven't been to Washington in few years. In the quilt shop, you won't have to pay shipping either. Absolutely, Candy. That is another reason why I would love for it to be at one of the quilt shops. Would love for it to be. Might call the shops and see if they have it, so maybe they can hold it for you. That's an idea, Tracy. I also was going to check out their websites as well and see if maybe they had it on one of their websites. Do. Yeah, that works. That works. So that's what we're going to go with. For a tailbone, they put you in traction. Mine broke years ago, and it was in traction for 19 weeks and still crooked. Goodness gracious. Ugh. That does not sound fun. I'm so jealous you have shops near you. I'm part of upstate New York that has none. Oh my, Lisa. I can't imagine like not having shops nearby. I usually go to Sew It Up Bernina. That's the shop that's closest to me when I'm at home. And I'll usually go there for a lot of my fabric needs. I have Walmart and online only, says Lisa. Dragonflies for Donna says, Ian, make sure to ask all the quilt shops you visit if they have some sale area. Some of them, excuse me, put sales in remote areas that you'll never know what you might find there. That is absolutely true. Sometimes you never know what you might find back there in those sale bins or those sale areas. I've come across some Allison glass in the sales area, and I'm like, why are you, what? Why are you putting this back here? But sometimes they don't sell. Agnes says, he is cute. Are you talking about me? No, I'm kidding. You're probably talking about Beetlejuice. You might be a step or two behind. And so you were saying Beetlejuice is cute. Carissa says, we have probably 10 quilt shops here and places like Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Let's see, that goes there. That goes there. And then we sew. Woo! Sometimes I step on this pedal and I'm like, oh my god, it's too fast. This thing has some get up and go when it wants to. We probably, oh, I already read that one. My bad. I was about to read the same comment twice. Sylvia says, no shops near me, but I'm safer that way. Well, I'm glad. All right, let's iron this out. I'll show off this block. Have I been on me the whole time? I have been on me the whole time. The whole time? The whole time. We'll go to overhead one last time so you can see this block. There we go. And there we go. There is another triangle, and I don't know how many triangles done, but I have more triangles done. So cannot wait to see this quilt come together. Can't cannot wait to see this whole quilt come together. It's going to be so awesome when it does. Yeah, it's gonna look really cool. I think it's gonna look really, really cool when it's all said and done and put together, and all the different colors are going in different ways, and it's just gonna be awesome. It's just gonna be awesome. So, Tracy says the one shop here is so expensive. It's cheaper for me to shop online. Definitely can happen in some of those areas. Why did I put it? I hope I've been seeing everybody's chat. I just realized that I had it on. I had it on a different setting, and I hope I've been seeing it. If I didn't get to your chat, I do apologize. Jackie says, what's the name of the shop in Idaho? I think you were brought, where you bought your Tula Everglow from. I did not buy, I don't think I bought anything from Idaho. I do have a friend, Peggy. Peggy sells So On and So North. She is in North Dakota. I did not buy my neon from her. I actually bought from Fat Quarter Shop, I think, for this Tula that you see in front of me. But So On and So North is the shop that I shop at sometimes on Whatnot app. Thank you, Becca, for getting me hooked on that app. But yeah, Peggy over at So On and So North in North Dakota. It is going to be pretty. It is going to be pretty. Tracy, I hate paying shipping. I do too. Hate paying shipping. A lot of times I try to order in batches so that way I can get free shipping. So, all right, guys. I think that's going to do it for today. We've almost been 2 hours, and I think that's been a fun random live that I just decided to do unexpectedly. I want to thank you all so much for joining me as I sat here and worked on this project some more. Still more to come. This coming Sunday, we're going to try and start putting it together. This pattern goes on point, so it actually goes together diagonally. The rows do, at least. The rows go on diagonally, so at some point I've got to lay out the pieces and see what this looks like and see how it'll come together. And hopefully I have enough to make a good size quilt. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Oh, Louise, thank you for giving an update. Squash is cooked. It worked well. Ian, I'm going to have to go. Going to have to throw in cooking advice. Excellent. All right. So welcome to Ian the Off-Kilter Crafter and cooking advice from the audience. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And remember, guys, normal is just a setting on the dryer. If you are here in America, have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. Make sure not to deep fry those turkeys indoors. Make sure to do it outdoors, away from structures. All right. Love you all. Thankful for all of you. And I will see you on Sunday when we put together, hopefully starting to put together the Cozy Posy Triangle Quilt. See you guys Sunday.